What is going on, man? It is your boy Tre.Trades back again with another video for you guys. However, today we are not sitting at the desk because it is Sunday. Currently, the market is actually open. It literally just opened 2 minutes ago, but obviously we're not trading Asia session. However, man, I really just wanted to make this video kind of like to just talk about what I learned over the course of 2 years trading, how I feel. It's really just a raw video. I didn't really like put too much planning in it because I just want it to be like raw and authentic, to where I can just really like just put my thoughts out there and whatnot, man. But yeah, that's really just what this video gonna be about, man. So man, it's been right at 2 years now. I started trading, like I started my first ever like live trading account in March of 2024. So it was March 10th, 2024, and currently today it is March 22nd, 2026. So right over 2 years, man. And I still remember like when I started that live account, I had like $500 and I threw $500 into that live account. And like 3 weeks later, I ended up blowing that account, which actually looking back on it, I'm not even mad about that because it was only $500 trading that I had to trade with that account, and I kept it for 3 weeks. I remember back at that time when I blew it, I was so mad at myself. But at the same time, even though I was mad at myself, I was still understanding that along this journey, I knew I was going to possibly lose that money. So I was prepared to lose it, right? And yeah, it's just been like just that mindset over time or whatever, because this kind of has carried with me. Like you just, as part of the game, like you're gonna lose money when you trade it, right? But yeah, man, I just kind of like want to talk about what I've learned over these last 2 years trading, man. The first thing I'll say is I definitely learned that you truly have to enjoy the journey. That would be like the number one thing. It's like a lot of traders who are like pros, whenever they look back and they talk about it in their videos, they talk about how you really just got to enjoy the journey. And like the process and not be focused on the outcome as much. And you just like once you following your system and you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, enjoy that part of it, because over time everything will start to fall in line how it's supposed to, and you really get to understand that as time started going, right? Because I remember when I first got into it, I had the mindset coming into trading like, all right, I'm expecting it to take me like 2 to 3 years before I actually get to that point where I'm making money. And I think actually like 10 months into my journey, I actually got my first payout, which I documented on my TikTok page, which I documented that from the time where I was like truly unprofitable all the way up till now. But coming in, I was expecting like, you know what, bro, I'm cool with losing because I have the expectancy to that I'm going to win after a while. You know, I'm gonna give myself 3 years, and I was fine with that, right? And really having to truly understand that though was something I had to learn over time. Like you truly got to love this process because it is a process, man. Like trading has took me like up and it took me down. It had me times where I really wanted to quit. And when I look back on all of that, right, I'm just like, man, like it went by so fast. Like these last 2 years then flew by. Like I still remember, like soon as I started that live account, the first trade I took on it, and then me losing that account, throwing more money in, losing that account, throwing more money in, and then blowing that account as well. And just that continuous process on up till I switch from forex to futures, right? And to anybody watching this, man, I would say like you truly have to enjoy the journey, bro, because you're gonna look back and you be like, man, like I missed out on a lot around me that was going on because I was like not focused on what was going on in the now, and I was just focused on the outcome, which whenever you do that, I feel like it makes the outcome further, like it makes it harder to get to it, or it pushes it further back from you, right? When you're so focused on the money. And like to understand that you really got to like be in that journey, which it takes a lot of traders a while before they catch on to that part. So if somebody was watching this, man, I would say like please like focus on the journey. Like if I could go back to the beginning and talk to myself, to like the beginning me when I first started trading, I'd be like, bro, like listen, understand that it's a process. You have to truly enjoy the journey, bro, and stop trying to focus on the outcome, because I feel like I would have got to that point where I was profitable sooner and like doing a lot better than what I am now had I did that, right? And that was something I just didn't do because in my mind it was like, yeah, I was focused on the journey, but at the same time I was still like, man, I'm ready for me to be able to make this money and be able to do all these crazy things. And I'm seeing all these trading gurus and everybody else online do, and like they buying the cars, the watches, the jewelry, you know, the houses and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, I want to get to that point where I'm able to do those same things. but me focusing on the outcome of it, like that kind of like put me in a bad place. Like I wouldn't say like full on depression or nothing like that, but I would say more so it put me in a place where it's like, man, like I'm just not good enough, or man, I'm about to quit, bro, because like they doing this and I don't understand why I'm not doing it. I'm having losing days and I'm seeing this person over here, they knocking down 10K days every day the whole week. And it's like, man, like what's going on? But then I have to realize like they already were further along their journey than I was anyway, right? For the most part. And I'm comparing my like month 3 to somebody year 10. It don't work like that, right? So you literally have to like focus on yourself. Trading is like a you versus you thing. And it's a you versus you thing, but it's located you versus the markets as well. But you can't come in there with that mindset, oh yeah, I have to beat the markets every day, because you're probably gonna end up losing, right? So I would say, yeah, man, like just focus on the journey, bro. Like that's a huge one. The second thing I would say that I learned, bro, was the best loser wins. Now, I'm saying that now, even though like I still sometimes have a problem with that, because I know like for me personally, I'm one of those traders where I'll get streaky and I'll start winning a lot of trades in a row. Like if I look at last week, right, I won every day last week. I didn't have a losing day last week. However, this week coming up, I probably have like all green days, and then it could be a time in there or a day in there where I take a trade and I lose, and then it caused me to like kind of like, I wouldn't say full on spiral, but probably lose a little bit more than I should, because I'm like, man, nah, I shouldn't have had a losing day, because you get too high. And that's something I talk about as well. It's like never get too high, never get too low at trading. But I'll probably talk about that later in the video. But I would definitely say, man, like the best loser always wins. Like if you are good at losing, you will be great at winning. I think that that is a book you should also read as well. I think that book is by, I don't think that's by Mark Douglas. I'm not sure exactly, but I've read the book. I have it in the crib, and it's called The Best Loser Wins. And reading that book kind of opened my eyes on like the aspect of trading, like far as what we all think trading is and how it should be versus like how it actually is, like when it comes to the markets and everything like that. And then also like a huge like psychology tip far as how you approach trading. Um, and being able to understand that you literally, like if you become good at losing, if you're okay with losing, if you're accustomed to taking losses and it not affect you whatsoever, it does not mess up your system. It makes your system even better, because now whenever it's time to win, you are going to win in great ways, and you will keep those winners going, and those will outlast your losers. And you'll have far more winning days than you will losing days, and then you'll understand that those losing days are just part of the process. Like it's just gonna happen. It is what it is. But most traders, what end up happening is they take a loss and they can't handle that, and so they end up blowing up. And whenever they blow up, they end up losing way more than they're supposed to, or they just end up blowing the account. Which we didn't all been there. Like it happens, right? And like even saying that, like it's a harder thing to do. It's like one of those things that's easier said than done, right? But it's just something that it's like something that you truly learn over time, bro. And I say like that definitely something that I learned. I feel like was just like being good at losing. It'll make you great at winning. So I'd say definitely that over time I don't tilt like I used to. Like when I first started trading, I would tilt like every day. And it would get to the point where it's like, man, like maybe this is really not for me, because I can't control my emotions, bro. Like I'm not like hopping on the chart being a robot, which I truly don't think you ever really get to that point where you're just a robot when you're on the charts for real, where you just have no emotion when trading. It's gonna be stuff that happen when you trading that kind of just have you like, man, like you're gonna react to it in some type of way, whether you happy, sad, mad, or whatever, right? You're gonna react to it in some ways at some point in time. Nobody's a robot. However, like the big emotions that cause you to mess up and actually affects your trading, that's something that you do. You have to be in control of, right? You should be, and those are things over time. I definitely say I got better at. Like I said, I still have moments, and I've made like previous videos on that where I kind of had issues where I still like tilted, but it wasn't like it used to be. Like I said, I used to tilt like every day or every other day. Now, if I do, it probably might have actually been something that was going on behind the cameras, like just in my daily life or something like that. And then it kind of manifested on the charts. And during that day, that's whenever it was like, damn, I kind of fucked up, bro. And then I look back on it and I'd be like, man, I shouldn't even have did that, bro. Like that was super stupid. Like a good example is that I had an account on Top Step. I had 4 XFAs on Top Step recently, and one of those accounts I had locked in like 3 payouts on that account, and I was one day away from locking in my fourth payout on that account. I was looking to go live with Top Step. That's what the goal I had, right? So I was one day away from a fourth payout on that account, and basically came in the market that day, and I was just feeling myself too much. And it was like, man, I've been winning so much. Like, I'm not gonna lose on this account for real. Like, I've had like 2, 3 losing days this entire month. Like, I'm good. End up taking the L, and at that moment, for some reason, I just would not accept it, which was super stupid because literally that next day I won when I got on that account. But I ended up losing so much on that account that day that it kind of messed the entire week up. And that was just something stupid that I did that I shouldn't have did, right? So understanding that you having those big losers like that really mess your game up because the winners are supposed to be big and the losers are supposed to be small. So understanding that if you're good at losing, you will be great at winning. That is a huge one, man. That's really all I got though, man. Like, what's to come? I would say for this week, I did pass those two Take Profit Trader Pro accounts that I have been showing. I show I think every day that I traded those accounts for last week. We got those accounts passed, so this week I'll be able to earn money on those accounts. Pending we getting past the buffer, which I'm hopeful that I will get past the buffer. Then I'll start locking in more daily payouts with TPT. And then probably after that, I'll probably go back to Top Step a little bit, get some more accounts to Top Step. But right now, I'm cool off Top Step. I don't know. I feel like I've been trading Top Step since 2024, and I just feel like they cool. Like Top Step always been cool. I've been locking a lot of payouts with Top Step, but I don't know. The daily payouts to me, like I really like those, especially if you got more than one account because you can do more with it. But that's just something I want to focus on for the short term or whatever, man. But all in all, that's really all I wanted to talk about was just like a few things that I learned over like this whole 2 years of like me trading and whatnot, man. So I don't know. I hope you guys liked the video. Really, like if you watched it and you got this far, like please drop in the comments like a type of video you would like for me to make. I kind of want to make some psychology videos as well, like talking about like other things as well, like that I feel helped me with my journey and get me up to this point. And I really just want y'all like just keep following along, man. By the end of this year, I'm telling you right now, God is my witness. My trading life, my trading, my daily life, everything is going to change for the better, and I'm going to be in a completely different spot over these next like 6, 7 months. I'm at this point now where it's like I'm truly ready to lock in and just push myself to another level. I feel like it's a whole nother like wall that I have not pushed through yet, and I'm ready to break through that wall. And I feel like y'all just gonna watch me do it. So this is just me documenting that and letting y'all know like what's really going on. So that's it. And that's all I got for right now, man. So until next time, on the better living.